hope to be back with you in the not too distant future, potentially to talk about more expansion in 2018 as well. So, first of all, some context. What is Aer Lingus these days? Aer Lingus is a North Atlantic value carrier. Our mission is to be able to provide the smartest, cheapest, best experience across the North Atlantic, utilising the natural advantages we have of geography and utilising the pre-boarding facilities that we have at Dublin to clear customs and immigration. That strategy has served us well, and Aer Lingus is now one of the leading airlines in Europe and possibly in the States in terms of delivery of financial performance and delivery of guest satisfaction. So we are very, very centred on building a business which leverages Dublin as a hub. The outcome of that strategy has been to propel Dublin from 12th in the European ranking of gateways to North America to 5th over a relatively short period of time. And our desire would be to continue to prosecute that agenda. The underpinning difference for us as a business model has been that in addition to fully prosecuting the opportunity of the point-to-point marketplace between North American markets and Ireland, is we've also become reasonably skilled at making Dublin a gateway for other European countries and for other parts of the States that we don't serve directly. And the outcome of that has been the new Aer Lingus. So today we move into delivering our growth strategy and expansion for summer 2018. It comes on the back of 3 years of near 20% growth year on year in the transatlantic marketplace. In 2014 and 15, we promised to grow this airline into a world player. And we've done that by expanding routes, by putting on larger capacity, and delivering additional connectivity that serves hopefully the economic base of Ireland exceptionally well. The outcome of that has been substantial jobs growth, improved trade links, particularly focused in Europe and North America, and on top of that, we transformed the airline into one which has a 4-star rating, and that guest experience of over-delivering and under-promising has very much been at the heart of the transformation of Aer Lingus. In 2018, we want to take that step further. Our value carrier model allows us to operate a model where we constantly invest in new aircraft, new routes, new capacity, which in return gives us scale in terms of cost, which in turn allows us to put lower fares into the marketplace, which in turn allows us to grow jobs, profit and shareholder returns. And then you repeat the cycle once more. To deliver that strategy, we've had to be very focused on being competitive in our costs, which hasn't always been an Aer Lingus strength. But our cost base has been transformed in the last 4 years based upon strong and focused activity. We've also had to underpin the business with consistent processes. If we were to deliver Dublin as a major North Atlantic hub, it had to be based on consistent experience. The global measure of experience is called Net Promoter Scores. And I'm proud to say that Aer Lingus has one of the largest or best Net Promoter Scores based on those consistent processes. Our long-term ambition is to continue to grow Dublin as a major gateway. We have the ambition, as we'll talk later in the presentation, to grow even faster than we've done over the last few years, and we hope that ambition is matched by other stakeholders in terms of making sure that the infrastructure at Dublin Airport is capable of dealing with a consistent delivery of such high levels of hub growth. Obviously, we've exploited our geography, but we've also exploited being part of a wider group. The ability to purchase planes at a reduced rate because of the size of IAG purchases, the ability to take on a risk profile that as a standalone business we wouldn't have been able to contemplate, have very much contributed to the accelerated growth that exists over the last few years, and we plan for the next 5. So, what's the detail? So in 2018, in terms of the North American business, we will be making a new route announcement, which I will come to at the end. Over the last year, we put in place new services to Los Angeles. We opened up the first ever European services to Hartford. We expanded service to the New York area and gave an alternative in Newark. And most recently, we launched Miami. Our new transatlantic program represents, I think, the 3rd year in a row that we've been able to claim. It's our largest transatlantic program in the company's history and grows by another 11%. Bearing in mind, most of our competitors grow at a rate of 1 or 2%, you can understand the size of that growth ambition. So in short, there will be 575 additional transatlantic flights versus summer 2017, and nearly 200,000 additional seats in this phase 1 announcement. To facilitate that, we've brought in a new A330-300 series aircraft, which will provide the backdrop of the announcements of capacity change that we're about to make. And our total capacity will reach just shy of 3 million on the North Atlantic. So when this announcement is concluded, we will have 14 total North Atlantic routes or gateways that we seek to connect to. In this announcement, we've gone double daily on flights to the West Coast with movements on San Francisco and Los Angeles to fill out the schedule to a daily capability. There are now daily or more services on 10 of our 14 routes. And if you look back to where the business was in 2008, you know the length of journey that's been travelled over that period of time. We will be going twice daily to Chicago, 4 times daily to New York area, and 3 times daily to Boston. And the new aircraft and the investment that we've put into that underpins that capability.